I graduated from UCLA with a business economics degree, and out of everything I learned, game theory was the only class that genuinely transformed my 20s. Naval Ravikant talks about it, Charlie Munger talks about it, and I've condensed all of the essentials I learned so you can apply it starting today. Game theory is all about helping you make a better decision in life. At its core, game theory says every situation is a game with three pillars: the player, the strategies, and the payoffs. A player is anyone involved: your friend, coworker, someone on a date, or you. A strategy is the set of choices each person can make, and the payoff is whatever they get out of the game: attention, money, comfort, status, validation, etc. The moment you see interactions as games with players and payoffs, people stop confusing you. You stop asking why did they do that, and instead see exactly what payoff they were chasing after. Most people ruin their 20s because they don't know what kind of game they are in. Some situations are zero-sum, which means only one person wins. Job interviews, promotions, ultra-competitive environments. These are zero-sum games. Someone wins and someone loses. But most of the real life is non-zero-sum. Relationships, friendships, long-term career, anything that compounds over time. These are non-zero-sum games. You win together or lose together. And people blow up good relationships, good opportunities, and good long-term potential because they slip into competition when they should be creating value chasing win-win, and vice versa. Once you understand the game you're in, your strategy becomes obvious. You stop competing with the people you should be building with. You stop trusting the people who are clearly playing for themselves. Underneath all of this is one principle: incentives. Humans don't do what's right, they do what's rewarded. And once you start seeing incentives instead of intentions, you stop getting blindsided. And that clearly sharpens even more when you recognize the patterns that repeat everywhere. The first one is what we call the prisoner's dilemma. People rarely cooperate at the start because no one wants to be the one who cares more. That's why early dating feels like a mind game. Why group projects fall apart. Why a friendship quietly dies when one person keeps carrying everything. People aren't trying to be difficult. They are trying not to be the sucker who gives first. Things only start working when cooperation feels safe. The second pattern is a Nash equilibrium. Stuck situations stay stuck not because people don't want to change, but because nobody wants to change first. That relationship that keeps repeating the same cycle. A job where everyone does the bare minimum. That friend group that hasn't evolved in 5 years. These aren't emotional issues. They are structural traps, and you don't escape them by pushing harder. You escape them by changing the structure or leaving it entirely. Naval Ravikant's advice to play long-term games with long-term people comes directly from this. Stop fixing broken games. Start choosing better ones. Then you have dominant strategies. The moves that give you the higher payoff no matter who you are dealing with. Things like showing up on time, communicating clearly, being emotionally steady, and building one skill you cannot fake. They are force multipliers. They make you someone people trust, someone people want to work with, someone who gets picked when opportunities show up. But the idea that really will change your life is this: the difference between one-shot game and the repeated games. A one-shot game happens once. You'll never see the person again. Maximizing the immediate payoff makes sense. But repeated games, your career, your relationships, your long-term opportunities reward the exact opposite behavior. Trust, reliability, skill, these things all compounds. Charlie Munger said the first rule of compounding is to never interrupt it. When you start playing repeated games like repeated games, everything changes. You stop trying to win the moment and start building momentum. You stop destroying long-term trust for short-term gains. You start choosing environments that grow you, people who elevate you. And here is how the real transformation happens. You finally understand that the game of life is a non-zero-sum game. Someone else's winning does not make you lose. Their success does not limit your chances. In real life, it often creates more of them. When you stop treating life like a competition and start treating it like a non-zero-sum game, comparison, insecurity, jealousy fade. And for the first time, you put your energy into building your own trajectory instead of chasing someone else.